Hello agents, as promised today I'm uploading another build video, and in this video I'm going to show you what I believe to be one of the hardest hitting skill builds in the Division 2. If you enjoyed the video then please be sure to hit like and make sure you hit subscribe if you're new here and you want to watch more Division content from me. So first is the numbers and some footage at the firing range. I was getting my turret to cap out at around 285k per hit, and that would drop to 257k without the waveform holster buff. My drone I got to cap out at around 178k per hit, and then that was 123k without the holster buff. But I'm not one to just sit here in the firing range and show you numbers at non-moving targets that don't shoot at you. I like to show you how a build works live, so I have some legendary footage using this build as me and Dave take on District Union Arena. I do want to point out that I am not a skill build player and I've never used a skill build on a legendary mission before. This was both our first attempts at a legendary with skill builds, and we only wiped the once because of a mistake that we made by getting too confident. We were both using the same build and it could not have been any easier. The time wasn't the best as we did it in 1 hour and 8 minutes, but I'm sure skill build players would smash this time. If at any point you just want to skip to the build, I have timestamped it down below in the video description. Just go and click that. And before I do cut out and leave you with the gameplay, I do just want to say a huge thank you to CK and CdNutz, who both supported me in putting this build together. And here is the build as we start with the specialization, which I'm using the Technician. This is being used for the extra skill damage and the skill tier. The primary weapon that I went for is the Capacitor, and this is for the talent, but it does have 14% weapon damage, 9% damage to armor, and 8% health damage on it. But with the Capacitance talent, I'm getting stacked up to 40 by shooting at enemies, and each stack is giving me 1.5% skill damage, capping out at 60%. These stacks start to decay 1 per second after 5 seconds. I'm also getting 7.5% weapon damage per skill tier that I have on the build. And as I have a 6 tier build, I'm getting 45% additional weapon damage. You could also use the test subject here, and that would also be viable. The secondary that I went with is the classic M1A that I have max weapon damage on, 15% crit hit damage on, and 8.5% crit chance. The talent is in sync, where hitting an enemy will increase my skill damage by 15% for 5 seconds, and using a skill or hitting a target with a skill will increase my weapon damage by 15% for 5 seconds. With both buffs active at the same time, they'll both double to 30%. And in the sidearm, doesn't really matter at all, I just have a TDI card custom equipped. Moving on to the gear, and I've gone with 3 pieces of Empress International. For set bonuses, this gives me 10% skill health, 10% skill damage, and then 10% skill efficiency, which basically improves every skill stat across the board by 10%, including damage and haste. And then on my mask, I have skill, haste, and damage rolled with a haste mod. My chest again has skill, haste, and damage with a haste mod, and I choose to go with glass cannon, which improves my skill and weapon damage by 25%. I do take 50% extra damage with this, but I'm also used to this, and I like the fact that the 25% extra weapon damage will be added to the 45% that the Capacitor is already getting. And then my final Empress International piece is the gloves, which I've again rolled to skill haste and skill damage. The only difference here is that I've rolled armor onto it because I'm getting 1 skill tier from the specialization, so I don't need all 6 gear pieces to have it. I could roll weapon damage here if I wanted to, but I went with armor as it's always nice to have with glass cannon. I'll be looking to optimize these rolls as soon as I can as well. For the backpack, I have gone with the Hana U named force multiplier. For 1 piece Hana U, I get the 10% skill haste, and I have skill haste and skill damage rolled. The talent that you get with this is perfect combined arms, which works great with the Capacitor as both stack. By shooting an enemy, you're going to get a skill damage increase of 30% for 3 seconds. It doesn't sound long, but this refreshes every time you hit a target, and as you're hitting targets to get the 40 stacks with the Capacitor, you have this active a lot at a time. And then for the knees, I've gone with Wyvern Wear for the 10% skill damage, and have skill haste and damage rolled on. The final piece of the build is the exotic waveform holster, and that comes with skill haste and skill damage along with the alternating current talent. With this, you'll generate a stack of 3% skill damage every second to one of your skills. Once maxed out at 10 stacks and 30% damage, it'll transfer to your other skill 1 stack per second. It'll then stay there for 10 seconds, and then it'll just keep repeating itself. And then the skills I go with, as you've seen earlier in the video, are the Striker Drone and the Assault Turret. Both of these just tear through legendary NPCs with ease. As you saw earlier in the video, I completed a legendary District Union in a team of 2, but with enough practice I'm very confident I could have soloed that. I think this skill build is incredible, and that is from someone who doesn't even use them. I like that my weapon was also putting out damage as well, and I really did have a lot of fun with it. Please let me know in the comments what skill builds you run with, and remember to hit like on this video and subscribe if you want to watch more videos from me. This Sunday I have a new drone killer build coming, and I know a lot of raiders are going to be interested in that, and then on Tuesday I'll be sharing what I believe to be the best DPS support tank build there is. This is now the end of the video. Check out the video description if you want to find our fantastic gaming community, and until the next time, thank you all for watching this one. Stay safe and peace out.